For the visitors on the scoreboard, the Welsh Flames, wearing number 00, Caroline Watts. Wearing number 1, Carrie Lynn Weeding. Wearing number 10, Faith Johnstone. Number 21, Jaylee Scott. And number 24, Lindsay Wright. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Falcons, wearing number 1, Janice Armstrong. Wearing number 4, Morgan DeFore. Wearing number 6, Malia Patrick. Wearing number 13, Asia Cochran. And wearing number 24, Naria Reed.
Check 1, 2. Welch College and Simmons College here this afternoon. Welch College and Simmons College here this afternoon at Council University Harrisburg. Sorry for the technical difficulty there as we got it squared away. Starting laps for Welch will be Carolyn Weeding, Carolyn Watts, Faith Johnstone, Jalea Scott, and Lindsay Wright for head coach Katie Brines. Welch College Lady Flames. Simmons College will start number 4, junior Morgan DeFore. Number 6, a freshman Malia Patrick. Number 1, a sophomore Janice Armstrong. And controlling the tap is number 13, a sophomore Asia Cochran. And rounding out the starting lineups is number 24, senior Naria Reed. For head coach Earl Ruffin and the Simmons College Lady Cardinals. Simmons opens up with the ball. They're the home team on the scoreboard. Here is a drive inside by Cochran. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Patrick. She bounces it down low to Reed, who picks it up off the floor, spins, and it's taken away. Johnstone comes away with the steal for the Lady Flames. Lady Flames are dressed in the navy blue uniforms. Here's a steal out front. Getting in the passing lane is Cochran, and she will take it down. Put the first points on the board, Asia Cochran. 2-2-1 press by Simmons. They're as I said, the home team in the white jerseys. Here's Wright on a drive, bounce pass other side to Weeding, and pass forced her to step on the inline out of bounds. These two teams met twice this regular season. Simmons won both contests. First one 71-68. Driving a shot up, no good by Cochran. Got a rebound, turns, puts it up, and it comes off. And a rebound block out by Johnstone. Johnstone kicks ahead to Watts. Watts passes down to Wright, and a pass a little bit long. Comes in the hands of Weeding. Weeding turns around, little jump shot is off. Put up, and no good. But Wright is fouled on the shot attempt. Foul on the Falcons. I'm sorry, I was calling them the Cardinals. Falcons foul is on Cochran. As Lindsay Wright knocks down her first free throw. She had a really good game yesterday afternoon as Wright led Welch College. Didn't lead them, but she had 12 points and played an overall good game. His 2 of 2 in the free throw column. Ties the game up at 2 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Minute and a half into the contest. Championship game. Winner advancing to the national tournament. DeFore with it out front. Picked up by Watts. Goes around the screen. He's going to launch a long 3. No good. And rebound off the backside is going to be lost out of bounds. But they're going to rule that as staying with Simmons College. They'll have the ball inbounding on the baseline. DeFore kicks it into Cochran. Free throw line. Has to bounce outside to Patrick. Here's a 3 from out front by Armstrong. That's off, no good. Reed puts it back up. Her shot is missed, and Weeding comes down with the rebound. Weeding kicks ahead to Watts into front court. Watts, everybody pulled away. She drives in, a little floater, no good. Got her own rebound, but lost it Patrick comes up with it. She kicks ahead to Cochran, running the floor, driving, and draws a foul on this drive to the basket. Foul's going to get called on Caroline Watts, her first.
That's her first. Team first.
As Asia Cochran, a sophomore, go to the free throw line. First free throw is off, no good. As Simmons did not play yesterday. They were the #1 seed, had to bye into today's championship game. Second free throw is good by Cochran. Pushes Simmons back out in front, 3-2. Kicks to Weeding in the middle of the press. Back over to Watts. Cross court to Scott, and her pass is stolen away. She was falling out of bounds. Pass ahead to Cochran, and she lays it up and in. Assist to DeFore, and it's 5-2 Simmons. Johnstone with it. Long cross court down to Watts on the baseline. Kicks it over to Weeding. Weeding turns in the lane, puts it up and in off the backboard. Whitaker bank shot for Carolyn Weeding. 5-4 Simmons. Here's DeFore on a drive. Kicks it off to Reed. Reed jump shot is off, no good. Rebounded by Weeding. Weeding in backcourt, kicks it up to Scott. Down the side to Watts, into Wright. Wright for a three out of the corner, no good. And rebounded by Reed for Simmons. Hands off to DeFore. DeFore dribbling outside will launch a long three off the mark. No good and out of bounds over to Welch. 6:46 to go first quarter here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Into the game for Welch, number 21, freshman Khalees Mathis. And also into the game, number 10 is junior Precious Hereford. And number 11, Renaya Murphy. Here's Weeding on the drive, and the ball is going to be tapped out of bounds. It will stay with Welch on the baseline. Lady Flames will have it. Trailing 5-4 here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Watts looking, inbounds way out front to Scott. Kicks to Johnstone on the right wing, back outside to Weeding. Pump fake, gets around, and unfortunately ran right into Mathis and had to switch her dribble over and called for a double dribble there. So turnover on Welch. DeFore will walk it up for Simmons with left side to Cochran on the wing around the screen. Pull up jump shot is good. Asia Cochran from about 12 feet out as she has her 7th point already here this afternoon. And Simmons leads it 7-4. Weeding left wing, kicks back outside, round to Watts. Watts calls out a play for the Lady Flames. Kicks it off to Johnstone. Johnstone with a nice fake, drives down and gets to the rim and scores. Faith Johnstone, 7-6. 5:40 to play first quarter. Weeding guarding Cochran, and almost a walk. The steal is by Scott. She's driving, gives it off to Weeding, who lays it up and in. Beautiful fast break. And Carolyn Weeding with the basket. Assist to Scott. And Welch College takes an 8-7 lead. 5:15 to go now, opening quarter. DeFore left side. Going around the double screen, top of the key. Has some room, will launch the three from out front, no good. Rebound long, comes down to Murphy. Murphy's driving, her shot's blocked. Rebound by Scott. Scott pushes it up the left side, kicks to Wright. Wright, dribble and around, gets to the rim and scores. As they came out on her, because she's a good three-point shooter, and she put the ball on the floor, got to the rim, and puts Welch up 10-7. Cochran penetrates, jump shot, free throw line, off, no good. Rebound, tapped around, loose on the floor, comes down to Johnstone. Running the break, kicks ahead to Watts. Watts thought about the three, kicks it out. Weeding, wide open three, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Cochran for Simmons. Hands off to DeFore into front court. DeFore launches a three off the left side. Got it. As Morgan DeFore gets her points here this afternoon. Get a quick timeout by Simmons there after that score ties the game up at 10. 4:11 to go here. Opening quarter on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 30-second timeout. As both teams picking up the pace here in the championship game. As Simmons got out to the early lead, Welch came back and had a nice run off a couple of really good plays to take a 10-7 lead, and that three ties it up. First of two games here today. Our second game this afternoon will feature the men's championship between Simmons College and the Campbellsville University Harrisburg Pioneers. Pioneers playing host here this afternoon. As Watts will walk it up, approaching the 4-minute mark, first quarter. Kicks to the left side, gets it back to Watts, gives it down to Wright, and her pass into the corner was hard to handle there by Dawson, and it's a turnover. Simmons will get it back. Game tied at 10. DeFore gives it off to Herford out front. Back to DeFore. DeFore kicks to the corner. Armstrong wide open three. No good. Long rebound out to Watts. Kicks ahead to Wright. Wright on the dribble. Goes against DeFore. Gets to the rim. Ball was off too strong. Welch maintains possession. Wright dribbles in the lane. Cut off. And we'll kick back outside. Dawson has it. Around to Weeding, right wing. It's down the dribble. Cross court to Watts. Watts penetrates, gets in all the way down to the rim and scores. Carolyn Watts with her first two of the afternoon puts Welch up 12-10. Approaching 3 minutes to go here, first quarter. Cochran drives, cut off on the baseline. Kicks to the far side. Armstrong shot off, no good, and Dawson claims the Welch rebound. Scott passes into the corner to Watts. Watts down low to Wright, who puts it up, and good positioning inside, draws a foul.
That's called on number 4, Morgan DeFore.
And Simmons College foul on DeFore, her first. Team second, and Lindsay Wright will go back to the free throw line. Made 2 of 2 a couple moments ago, and subs back into the game is Reed, and also number 6 Patrick back in for Simmons. Wright's free throw is good. Clock stop with 2:46 to go, first quarter. Lindsay Wright gets it to go. She is 4 of 4 at the free throw line. She'll take a break as back into the game, number 10, Faith Johnstone. Biggest lead here so far this afternoon, 14-10 for the Lady Flames. DeFore is around the screen, top of the key to left side, dribbles in, kicks out. Three out of the left corner by Patrick is long, no good. Rebounded by Armstrong. She gives off to DeFore. Her shot's no good, and Weeding goes and grabs the rebound. Running the floor. Hand off to Watts out front. Watts kicks around to the left side. Scott out front. Weeding has it. Drives into the lane. Little floater is off. No good. And we get a whistle and a blocking call. And it's going to be whistled against number 1, Janice Armstrong. It's going to be her first. Team third here in the opening quarter.
Weeding will be at the line.
Carolyn Weeding, 2 free throws. And the first one's perfect. One more attempt coming. And that one comes off long, just off a little bit there. 1 of 2. 15-10 is the Welch College lead here. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. DeFore behind the screen. 3 from the top of the key is good. Morgan DeFore with her second 3 of the afternoon cuts the lead, and here's a steal. DeFore in the passing lane gets the steal. Drives around, kicks back out, launches a 3 off the right side, no good. Rebound down to Patrick, and DeFore saves it on the baseline. Gives it to Reed on a really nice pass. And Mariah Reed with her first 2 assists to DeFore, and we're tied up at 15. 1:25 to go. And ball tapped, going out of bounds, and trying to save it back in bounds was Hereford, but unable to do so. It'll stay possession with Welch College. Quick 3-pointer by DeFore and a good assist to Reed on a steal as they've tied it up. Sub coming back in is Cochran to replace Hereford. Watts to inbounds. Comes into Weeding. Weeding pump fake. Gets around. Her shot up. No good. And it bounces way outside. Gives off to Patrick. Patrick to Cochran. Cochran running the floor. Goes into Scott and draws the foul. Foul comes on Jalea Scott. Her first. And Cochran will go to the free throw line.
Cochran will go to the line, shooting 2.
2 free throws for her. She was 1 of 2 so far here in the first quarter. And Cochran's free throws off, no good. Second free throw. And that one as well misses. Rebounded by Dawson. Game stays tied at 15. And here's a pass in backcourt, stolen. Cochran down the lane, left side, lays it up and in.
Steal the basket for Cochran.
Points off of turnovers is hurting Welch right now. Dawson gets it into front court. They come with a trap, gets rid of it to Scott. Her pass is stolen. DeFore with the steal. She'll take it all the way down, lays it up and in.
Steal the basket for DeFore.
And quickly, a 9-0 run by Simmons to take a 4-point lead in the front court to Dawson. Gets it down to Johnstone. Johnstone tries to drive around Reed and will get whistle and a blocking foul. Will go on Mariah Reed. Naria Reed, her first. But the 4th here in the quarter, just 32.9 seconds left. So it'll be Welch's ball on the baseline. Wright comes back in.
Back in for the Falcons, number 21, Mathis.
As Mathis also returns for Simmons. Out front pass to Dawson. Kicks it over to Johnstone. Now Watts in the right corner. Back out front. Johnstone drives. Cut off and it's stolen away as Armstrong got in the passing lane. Armstrong on the drive. Flips it up, no good. Mathis gets the rebound. We're going to get a whistle, and a Welch foul is on number 1, Weeding, down low. It'll be her first. So Welch will get it here on the baseline. 16.8 seconds left to go, first quarter. Comes into Mathis, left corner. Outside Cochran. Give it off to DeFore. Dribble and a 3, good. 3-point basket by DeFore, and it's now 22-15. And here's another steal. Armstrong has it, 2 seconds. Launches a 3, good. At the buzzer as Armstrong gets the basket. Cochran gets the basket, 3-point basket. That'll bring it into our first quarter of play here at Thompson Service Center scoreboard as Welch College had an early lead and was up 15-10 before. Simmons goes on a 15-0 run and takes a 25-15 lead going in to the second quarter. We'll return in a minute on the Hyped Up TV network.
Divine Creations, H.W. Dukes, Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
pass over to Weeding on the left side. Her three out of the corner, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Gives off to Cochran, running the floor. Hands off, jumper from outside, good. Three-point basket by Murphy. And a timeout for Welch. 7:40 to go here, second quarter, as Simmons College has opened up their biggest lead of the afternoon, 36-17. We'll take a break and return on the Hyped Up TV network. All right, Welch back with the basketball here, coming out of the timeout. Get it into Johnstone, kicks it over to Weeding on the side. She crosses half court, hands off to Scott. Scott kicks to Watts in the corner. Cross court pass once again, too high and out of bounds. As pressure, as Welch has done a decent job getting across half court. Once they do, Simmons with the traps have created a lot of problems, and passes have been sailing a little too high. DeFore with it out front. Launches the longest three of the day. She hit it and drew the foul. Big time basket. That might have been from about 25, 27 feet. That's her fifth three-pointer outside out there. And that foul is on Watts. That's going to be her second, team second here in the quarter, as DeFore will go to the free throw line to try to complete the 4-point play. And that free throw is good. Her first free throw of the afternoon. Weeding kicks off to Scott in backcourt. Head to Johnstone. Back over Scott. Pass down low. Beautiful pass in there to Dawson, and Dawson puts it up and in. Her first two of the day. 40-19 is the score. 6:55 to go first half. DeFore launches once again way out there. No good. This time it's off. Scott claims the rebound. Hands off to Dawson. Dawson's pass is stolen by Cochran, and as Cochran is going out of bounds, she bounces it off of Weeding, and it will be back over to Simmons. Another turnover for Welch. DeFore setting at 20 points so far here in the first half. 6:30 to go. Dribbling out front. Passes down inside to Reed and stolen away. Scott has it running the floor. Gives it off to Weeding. Weeding puts it up, but she is going to be whistled for a travel. And travel was a call on Welch there, going in for the layup. Ball back over to Simmons. They're on a 30-4 run, and it's mostly been DeFore. Once again, she gets inside that time. Gets the assist to Mathis, and Mathis's first points of the game, 42-19. Johnstone crossover to Weeding, and Weeding is going to be bumped into and fouled by Hereford. Her first.
Foul call number 10, Hereford. That's her first of the second.
First team foul here in the quarter.
Second for the Falcons, number 6, Patrick.
Scott to inbounds on the baseline. Kicks it inside to Weeding. Weeding, good position, and put it up and in. Nice pass. Weeding gets her 9th point of the afternoon, and it's 42-21 with 5:45 to play first half. DeFore into front court. Dribbling out front, kicks around to Murphy on the right side. Murphy passing around, and Weeding trying to get in the passing lane, runs into DeFore, And that's going to be the second foul on Caroline Weeding.
Team third.
Three from out front, off the front rim, no good by Patrick, as Scott runs down the rebound in the corner. Scott kicks ahead to Dawson, as Dawson outside. Faith Johnstone now has it. She will set up the offense for the Lady Flames. Gives around to Dawson, top of the key, tries to pass down low, deflected to Johnstone. Johnstone drives in, pulls up, shot partially blocked, no good, and rebounded in there by Murphy. Murphy hands off to DeFore. DeFore gives back to Murphy. She'll shoot the three, front rim, and have the spin on it to get it to curl over as Murphy gets her second three. And Johnstone gets it in backcourt, kicks ahead to Dawson. Scott kicks to the corner. Lindsay Wright for a three, no good. Rebound tapped around, comes down to DeFore. DeFore dribbling into front court, kicks ahead to Hereford, and her shot is up, no good. Got the rebound, turns, shot no good, and the ball is lost out of bounds by Welch. We'll stay with Simmons College. 4:19 to play first half.
Back in for the Falcons, number 1, Armstrong, number 13, Cochran.
As Armstrong and Cochran will return for Welch, and Watts back into the game for Simmons. Watts back in for Welch. As pass out front by Mathis is deflected and out of bounds. Goes out in front of the Welch bench. That's where Simmons will have the possession. Comes in out front to Cochran. Cochran dribbles in, cut off free throw line, down the lane, shot up off the rim, no good, tapped around. Comes down to Armstrong. Armstrong shot up, no good, and followed up and put in by Mathis. 4 points here for Mathis in the second quarter, and it's 47-21. Dawson gets it to Watts in the middle of the floor. Watts drives around Armstrong in the lane, gives it off to Wright. Wright turns and gets it to go and draws the foul. Simmons' foul is on Mathis, number 21. And Lindsay Wright with her 8th point. Chance to go back to the free throw line for the N1. As Wright gets it to go, as she is 5 of 5 free throw line, 9 points here. And it's 47-24 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 3:35 left to go first half. DeFore into front court. And her pass is intended for Cochran, stolen away by Scott. Scott out to Weeding. Weeding behind everybody and lays it in. Good pass by Jalea Scott there. The assist to her. 6 points here in the quarter for Weeding, and she has 11 overall. 47-26. Cochran around the screen out front. Powers into the rim, and she's going to get whistled for the offensive foul.
Offensive foul called on Cochran. That's her second foul.
Second foul on Cochran, as Reed will come back in to replace Mathis.
And so back in for the Falcons, number 10, Hereford.
Hereford will return to replace Cochran. Cross court to Scott, left wing, back outside Watts. Dawson kicks back outside. Waiting, low shot from out front, off the rim, and saved inbounds by Watts, but right to Janice Armstrong. DeFore with it, 2:30 to play first half, excuse me. DeFore, step back three, no good, rebounded by Dawson. Dawson gives off to Scott. Scott kicks ahead to Wright. Wright drives in, cut off, back outside. Watts penetrates, kicks to Dawson for a three. A little long, no good, but Watts hustled and had to rebound, but knocked out of bounds there. Welch's ball on the baseline. Comes into Dawson. Dawson drives into lane. Shot blocked by Reed. Goes right to DeFore. DeFore behind the back, running the floor. DeFore behind her back once again to Reed. Reed spins in the lane, and her shot is put up. She is fouled on the attempt. As the Welch foul is called on number 21, Jalay Scott. It's going to be her second, and Reed will go to the free throw line. DeFore with 21 points as leading Simmons College. Reed knocks down the first free throw. 48-26 with 1:54 to play first half. And second one gets the friendly roll and drops in. As Johnstone will come back in to replace Dawson.
Back in for the Flames, number 10, Johnstone.
Pass comes into Johnstone, kicks it over to Scott. Back to Johnstone, and pass just unable to be handled out in front of her a little bit, and it took a really low bounce and skipped off her hands and goes out of bounds. Turnover for Welch. Simmons gets it back with 1:44 to go. First half. DeFore out front. Gives off to Reed. Reed turns at the free throw line. Stolen by Wheating. Wheating running the floor. Kicks off to Watts in the left corner. Back outside to Scott. As Welch will set up the offense. Carolyn Watts on the drive down the left-hand side. Blocked by DeFore. DeFore's long pass for Armstrong out in front of her, too far. She does save it inbounds. Watts comes up with it. Watts in the right corner, and her pass back out front. Thrown to Armstrong, and that's a steal. Armstrong behind her back to DeFore. Into the area, cut off, drives in, kicks to the corner. Three, good, out of the left corner by Patrick. Her first three of the game. And here's a steal in the backcourt. Patrick once again drives in, shot up no good, and lost out of bounds on the rebound attempt by Hereford. 39 seconds left to go, and it's 52-26.
Back in for the Falcons, number 11, Murphy.
Scott has it, backcourt. Kicks ahead to Wheating. Wheating kicks it back outside. Scott will have it. Around to Watts, gives it back to Scott. Give and go, and a beautiful left-hand layup by Jalay Scott. Her first two of the game. 52-28. Clock inside 20 seconds. DeFore into front court. Dribbling out front as it goes now down inside 10 seconds. Around the screen out front. Launches the three. Good. DeFore with another three, and that'll bring it in to our first half here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. The score at the half, Simmons College 55 and Welch College 28. We'll come back with the halftime stats here on the Hyped Up TV network. Athletic Complex, as the Pioneers are playing host to the NCCAA Mideast region. And today, first game is the women's championship, and currently here at the half, as Simmons College is holding on to a 55-28 halftime lead over Welch. Take a look at our first half stats. First of all, for Welch College, leading scoring in the first half with Carolyn Weedling. She has 11 first half points, 9 for Lindsay Wright, and then 2 points apiece for Carolyn Watts, Faith Johnstone, Jalea Scott, and Danny Dawson. As in the first half, Welch College finished the half 11 of 25 from the field for 44%. They were 0 of 6 from three-point range. And then also at the free throw line, finished the first half 6 of 7 at the free throw line for 86%, as Lindsay Wright was 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Also for Welch, had 18 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 of those to Jalea Scott, 4 for Carolyn Watts. Thank you, sir. And also rounding out there, 1 block. Unfortunately, had 18 turnovers in the first half of play. Simmons College, as I said, they have the lead today, 55-28 here at the half. Led in scoring first half by Morgan DeFore, the junior, with 24 first half points, 12 points for Asia Cochran, 6 for Rania Murphy, 4 points for Khalees Mathis and for Naria Reed, and then 3 points for Malaya Patrick, 2 for Janice Armstrong. And Precious Hereford played but didn't score in the first half for Simmons, as they were 19 of 46 overall from the field for 41.3%. Made 11 of 24 three-pointers for 45.8%. And then at the free throw line today, they are 6 of 9 at the free throw line for 67%. Simmons won the rebounding battle as they had 25-18 compared to Welch. Had 9 first half assists, totaled 10 steals, and that was a big part of their run. 3 from Armstrong, 3 from Cochran to lead the way there. 2 block shots, and they only committed 7 first half turnovers for Simmons College. They led it 25-15 at the end of the first quarter and outscored Welch 30-13 in the second quarter, as Welch held a 15-10 lead with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter before Simmons went on a 15-0 run to end the quarter, and then continued on with that run. It ended up being a 17-0 run in 2 minutes time before Welch was able to get the score back. Points in the paint, Welch has 20 to Simmons 14. Points off of turnovers is the big key, as Simmons has 30 points on turnovers, points off of turnovers compared to just 4 for Welch. Second chance points, Simmons with 9, Welch with 4. Fast break points, Simmons again 16 compared to Welch's 10. And the bench points, Simmons has 10 compared to 2 for Welch. The largest lead of the game was Welch with a 5-point lead with 2:08 to go, and the largest lead for Simmons was at 27 with just 4 seconds left to go, and that's where we set at here at the half. 55-28 is the halftime score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard, as you are tuned in to Hyped Up TV, broadcasting the NCCAA Mideast Region Tournament here, as the winner of this game advances with the automatic berth to the national tournament coming up in March. As we'll come back here in a couple moments, be ready to go with your second half action. Currently, it is Simmons 55, Welch 28. You're tuned in to Hyped Up TV Network. All right, ready to go. Here's second half with Simmons College getting the possession to begin the half, leading 55-28 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Cochran drives in, hands off Patrick. 3 out front, good. As Malaya Patrick gets her second 3 of the afternoon. She's got 6 points. And a whistle and a foul in front court. It's going to go on number 24, Reed. That'll be her second foul. Pass into Watts for Welch. Their first possession here in the second half. Gives off to Johnstone. Johnstone hands back to Watts. Cut off, kicks over to the corner, and it's stolen. Cochran in the passing lane. Another steal for her. Hands off to DeFore. 3, no good off the left wing. Tapped around and comes down to Patrick comes up with it. DeFore, left corner. Bounces down low to Reed, spins, gets to the right side, and her shot's no good. Rebounded by Watts. Watts kicks ahead to Weeding. Weeding and has it stolen away by Armstrong. Armstrong kicks ahead to Cochran, and Cochran lays it up and in. Good lead pass ahead from Armstrong there. Johnstone kicks ahead to Weeding. Dribbles back out, kicks off to Scott. Scott pass down low to Johnstone. Her shot blocked from behind. Pass out to Cochran running the floor. Cochran driving down the lane and gets to the rim and scores once again easily. She had 12 points to open the first quarter, didn't score in the second quarter, and she gets 4 quickly. Back here once again. 62-28. Simmons in control here with 8:10 to play, third quarter. Weeding kicks off to Wright. Wright's 3 out front, off, no good, and it'll go out of bounds over to Simmons College. Simmons will bring it up. 62-28. Armstrong taking her time with it out front. Shot clock down to 15. Gives off to Cochran. Cochran around the screen looking for the avenue, and ball swiped away by Watts. Got her hands in for the steal. Weeding running the floor all the way down, and she is fouled on the drive to that basket. Foul on Reed, and that will pick up her third foul. Good defensive play inside by Watts to get the steal, as Mathis will return. Freshman Khalees Mathis will return to the lineup after that's the third foul on Reed. Whiting, free throw good. As Whiting finished with 28 yesterday in their win over CU Harrodsburg. Gets 2 more to go there, and it's 62-30 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 7:30 to play, third quarter. Armstrong out front. Kicks down low, and a good pass inside to Cochran. Another assist to Janice Armstrong. 64-30. Waiting on the drive, running floater, no good. And we're going to whistle. And the whistle and a foul goes on Armstrong, and that's going to be her second.
Her second, team third.
To the free throw line for 2 free throws will be Caroline Weeding. First he was signaling 1-1, but it's actually a 2-shot foul, and she gets it to go. 3 in a row here made by her in the third quarter. And second free throw also good. 64-32 as we approach the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. DeFore dribbles into front court. Step back three. In and out. No good. Loose on the floor. Mathis comes up with it. She kicks it out to Patrick. Her long three is up and hits the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Back over to Welch College. Comes into Johnstone. Johnstone kicks ahead to Watts. And back to Johnstone, around to Scott. Scott passes down to Wheating, and she takes a step, banks it in off the backboard for a Whitaker bank shot. And it's 64-34. 6 points here in the third quarter for Wheating. Cochran with it out front. Bounces down to Mathis, kicks into the corner to DeFore. DeFore picked up by Wheating. Looking for the screen, drives around, gets to the baseline, dumps it off. Nice pass to Mathis, and Mathis puts it up and in. 6 for Mathis, another assist for DeFore. Kicks into front court, Watts, cross court pass. Wheating has it, drives into the lane, gets all the way down, and draws the foul on the drive to the basket. And that foul goes on 21 Mathis for Simmons. It'll be her second. And Wheating back to the free throw line. Clock stop with 5:51 to go. Free throw good by Wheating. She has hit 5 in a row now. Second free throw doesn't go, rolls off. DeFore walks it into front court, 66-35. Simmons with the lead. Dribbles to the left side. One-on-one here against Wheating. Screen comes, goes to the left side, looking for the opening. Step back three from out front. Good.
Basket by DeFore.
Pass into front court, down low. Good pass down inside from Watts. Down to Lindsey Wright, and 2 for Wright, as she's got 11 in the game. DeFore brings it back into court. Inside 5 minutes to go. Guarded outside by Wheating, picks up a dribble and then shoots a long shot anyway. That's off, no good. Rebounded by Welch. Long pass ahead to Wheating. Wheating on the drive, lays it up and in. 2 more for Wheating, and it's 68-39. Timeout for Simmons College with 4:32 to go. 32nd timeout. Simmons leads it 68-39. We'll return in 30 seconds on your Hyped Up TV network. All right, coming back to play here out of the timeout. Championship game of the NCCAA Women's Mid-East Region Tournament as DeFore bounces to Cochran. Around the screen out front, Cochran on the drive, gets to the rim, shot up no good. Mathis with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Cochran runs it down in a corner, dribbles into the lane, jump shot off, no good. Mathis have it, her shot's blocked. And Cochran's shot attempt after another rebound is fouled.
Foul's call number 1, Wheating.
Foul is on number 1, Wheating. That'll be her third. And Cochran will go to the free throw line. 4:13 to play here, third quarter. First free throw is good.
Cochran at the line, 1 free throw remaining.
7 points here in the third quarter, 19 overall for Cochran. And she doesn't get that one, rolls in and out. 69-39. Simmons with a 30-point lead. Watts dribbling out front. Around the screen, top of the key, cut off. Passes down low to Dawson. Dawson's pass outside to right. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Welch.
Backing for the Flames, number 10, Johnston.
Welch with the ball on the sideline. 3:54 to play third quarter. Pass down low to Dawson. Dawson spins, kicks out to Johnstone. Back over to Dawson. She was going to shoot a three. That's good. And was knocked down, but no call. First three of the game for Danny Dawson. She's got 5 points. DeFore out front, dribbles handoff to Cochran. Cochran cut off, gives off to Murphy outside three, no good. Mathis, easy rebound there, puts it up, no, got it back, put it up, no, and Dawson claims the rebound. Dawson's pass to Johnstone, almost stolen, dribbles it into front court. Some pressure, and she gets it off to Scott. Scott to Johnstone, her pass to Dawson. Dawson, pass out front, almost stolen. Watts has it. And her drive to the basket, hands off to Dawson, and she is out of bounds. Standing out of bounds there on the sideline when she caught it. So a turnover for Welch. So we go inside of 3 minutes to go here in the third period of play. DeFore out front with it. It's going to launch the three. No good. Long rebound, and it'll go out of bounds over to Simmons. Pass down low to Johnstone. Kicks out front. Scott drives in, gets it back to Johnstone, and pump fake. Gets Mathis up in the air and will draw the foul, as that'll be number 3 on Mathis.
Foul called number 21. That's her third, team fifth.
15 foul here on Johnstone, Simmons in the quarter. Armstrong will come in to replace Mathis, as 2 free throws coming for Faith Johnstone. 2 points here this afternoon. Free throw is good. Welch is a very good free throw shooting team, as they were 6 of 7 in the first half. And Johnstone knocks down 2. They're 7 of 8 here in the second half. 69-44. Murphy with it, right wing. Around the screen out front. Hands off to Hereford. Now Armstrong left side. Around the screen. Cut off, out to Cochran. Gives it over to Murphy. Penetrates, kicks to Armstrong, back to DeFore. DeFore swinging around, 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound. DeFore runs it down, goes behind her back. Wow, she is an impressive ball handler. Kicks it out to Armstrong. 1:45 to play. Round to Murphy. Murphy for a 3. In and out, no good. DeFore gets the rebound on the baseline. Kicks it back out to Murphy once again. Her 3 is off, and Dawson claims the rebound. In the front court, Dawson puts down a dribble. Hands off to Johnstone. 1:25 to go, third quarter. As Dawson looks down low, tries to get it into Johnstone. Pass a little high off the hands, and another turnover. DeFore brings it back. Hard drive all the way to the basket on the left-hand side. Puts it up and in. (71-44) as we go underneath a minute to go here in the third. Watts off to Johnstone. Hand off to Scott. Scott gives it back. Johnstone on the drive. Good effort there. Just couldn't get it to go as Armstrong comes down with it. Kicks back over to DeFore with 40 seconds. Simmons, as she will hand it off to Cochran inside of 15 on the shot clock. Pull up jump shot, free throw line, rolls off. Scott has the rebound. Scott into backcourt, kicks ahead to Dawson and gets it back. Down to 15 seconds left to go as Watts will come and get it, bring it out to the front. Hands off to Dawson. Dawson has it stolen by Cochran. Cochran running the other way, gets to the rim and scores. And that'll bring it in to our third quarter of play. Thompson Service Center scoreboard at the end of 3. It is Simmons College 73, Welch 44. And we'll return in a couple of minutes for the fourth and final quarter here of the championship game on the Hyped Up TV network. All right, getting ready to start the fourth quarter here at Campbellsville University Harrodsburg at the Athletic Complex. Whitaker Family Court, where the NCCAA Mid-East Region Women's Championship, 1 quarter left for Simmons College to punch their ticket to the national tournament. Being led today by Morgan DeFore, as DeFore has 29, Cochran with 21. To lead Simmons. Welch starts with the basketball, gives it off to Johnstone. Thank you, sir. Out to Watts. Watts, 3, good. Carolyn Watts with her first three-point basket. She's got 5 in the game. 73-47. DeFore on a drive in the lane, dishes off to Hereford, and her shot up, rolls off the rim. Rebounded by Dawson. Welch has it, moving into front court. Scott, pass down low, deflected by DeFore and knocked out of bounds. Taking a look at the third quarter stats, as through 3 quarters, Welch is 15 of 32 overall for 47%. Pass into Johnstone. Johnstone turns, shot up, and gets it to roll in.
Basket by Johnstone.
They're shooting 47% overall. Simmons College is 27 of 72 for 38%, but they are 12 of 34 from the three-point line. DeFore for a 3, off, no good. Rebounded by Dawson. Dawson gives off to Scott. Scott's pass kicks it down to Watts. 8:45 to play in the ball game. Welch. Dawson has it, kicks to the corner to Weeding. Weeding puts down a dribble, and the ball is going to go off the foot of Weeding as DeFore.
In for the foul, number 24, Reed, and number 6, Patrick.
Turnover for Simmons, or excuse me, for Weeding, Welch, as Weeding had it go off of her foot out of bounds. Points off of turnovers so far here through 3 quarters. Simmons has 36 compared to 4 for Welch. As DeFore will bounce it into Armstrong. Armstrong crosses half court. 8:30 to play in the game. Around the screen outside, kicks to Cochran, top of the key. tried to pass down low to Reed, and she moved her position there. Pass stolen by Dawson. Scott has it into front court. Hands off to Watts. Watts on the drive all the way down, and good body control. Got to the rim and scored. 5 points here in the quarter for Watts, and it's 73-51. And Watts got in the passing lane. Nice job there. Comes up with a steal. Goes down, pump fake, puts it up and in.
Basket by Watts.
(73-53), the lead down to 20. It's been as high as 34. That was with 8:30 to go in the third quarter. So nice run here by Welch. DeFore, step back three, good. Morgan DeFore with 32 now in the game. In the front court, pass around to Scott. Scott kicks over. Dawson for a three. She got it to go off the left side, right side basket. Danny Dawson now with 2 threes in the game. She's got 8, and that cuts it back to 20 with 7 minutes to play. DeFore looking for the double screen, top of the key. Gonna launch the long three once again. That's a little strong off. Reed got it. Her dribble is stolen by Wheating. Wheating comes up with it. Guarded by Cochran. Did a nice job protecting the basketball. 6:30 to play. Hand off to Watts. Watts driving into the lane once again. Her shot off, partially deflected by Reed. And they hand it over to DeFore. 6:15 left to go here in the contest. Championship game. Cochran has it. Going to launch a three from out front. No good. Rebound comes down to Scott. Long pass down to Watts. Watts with a lot of time. Shoots the three. No good. And rebound by DeFore. Inside of 6 minutes now to go. 76-56 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard as Simmons is holding on to their 20-point lead. Pass down low to Cochran. Left block. Spins in the lane and got to the right side of the rim, but the shot a little too strong off the backboard. Long pass ahead, and Watts' pass is over the head of Wheating out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor with 5:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. 76-56. Simmons College with the lead, and we'll return on the Hyped Up TV network. Let's get ready to return coming out of the 30-second timeout. Simmons will have the basketball, leading 76-56 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. DeFore bounces it in to Patrick. Patrick dribbling out front, picked up by Wright. Hands off to Cochran. Little weave out front to DeFore. DeFore tries to go against Wheating and stolen away. The pass intended for Wheating as Watts had to lob it up, and Wheating outran it. Ball was unable to get to her, and on the drive, Cochran gets to the rim and scores. She's got 23. 78-56. Scott in the front court. Dribbles down the far side. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. Backcourt's going to come on Cochran, trying to reach around there with a back tap.
Team first of the fourth quarter.
Third foul on Cochran. 4:51 to go. Watts around the screen out front. Step back, three-pointer on the way, off, no good to the left side. Rebounded by Hereford. DeFore will hold it up out front. 4:30 to go. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. DeFore out front. Dribbles around, looking for an opening. Hands it off to Hereford. Bounce down low, and it's going to be stolen away. Weeding comes up with a steal. Weeding in some trouble there. Bounces it off to Scott. Down to Watts in the corner. Drives the baseline. Pump fake. Puts it up. And count the basket and draws the foul. Nice move there, and a whistle and a foul. Foul's on Hereford. Her second. Basket good for Watts, and she'll go to the free throw line for one. And gets it to go. 10 points here in the fourth quarter for Watts. And the lead is 78-59. 4 minutes to play till the winner is crowned the NCCAA Mideast Region Championship. DeFore driving on Weeding, cut off, dribble handoff to Patrick out front. Patrick cut off, has to hand off to Hereford. Now Weeding, top of the key. Going against Weeding, and whistle and a foul, and the blocking foul is going to get called on Weeding, and that'll be her fourth.
Weeding, her fourth, team first.
20 seconds put back on the shot clock with 3:34 to go, as Johnstone will come in to replace Weeding, who'll go out with 4. Pass into Patrick. Patrick dribbles up, long three, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Reed turns, puts it up too strong, no good. And the ball will go out of bounds. Staying with Simmons College. .323 to play, comes into Reed. Reed out front to Cochran. Cochran gets to DeFore in the corner. 3 on the way, good. Morgan DeFore with her second 3 here in the fourth. She now has 35, and the lead up to 81-59. Wright with the drive, gets to the rim and scores off the left side. Lindsey Wright with 13 now. 81-61. Cochran drives. She will score and count the basket and the foul on Wright. 2 more for Cochran as she has 25. As Cochran will go to the free throw line, but before that we'll get a timeout. 2:54 to play. Timeout, Welch College. 83-61. Simmons with the lead, and we'll come back in 1 minute on Hyped Up TV Network. All right, coming back out of the timeout as Cochran goes to the free throw line to complete the, or attempt to complete the N1. Free throw in and out, no good. Tapped around, and Dawson saves it to Johnstone. Up front to Watts into front court. Back outside as Simmons settles back defensively here. Leading by 22. Give it off to right side. Wright dribbling out front. Kens off to Dawson. Just 2 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to the corner. Stolen by Cochran. Running the floor. Into the lane. Got to the rim and scores. Cochran now with 27. 85-61 as 2:10 to play. Scott with it on the left side. Cross court to Wright. Pump fake on the three. Drives into the basket. Gets the floater. And kind bounce off the rim. Drops in. 15 for Wright. 85-63. Before dribbling out front, listening to her coach. Shot clock down to 15 seconds as 1:35 to play. She launches a long three, no good. Rebound tapped around, comes down to Johnstone. Johnstone kicks ahead to Watts. Watts launches a three from out front, no good. Wright gets the rebound and gets to the right side of the rim and scores. 85-65 with 1:15 to go. DeFore dribbles up, holding onto the ball outside to take some air out of it here. Clock approaching 1 minute to go. Simmons College getting ready to punch their ticket to the national championship tournament. DeFore launches the long three out front, no good. Rebound down to Dawson. As we go underneath a minute to play. Scott has it, kicks into front court to Dawson. And we're going to whistle and a sub coming in as Wheating will come back in to replace Dawson.
Wheating back in for the Flame.
Kick it into Watts. Scott, her pass blocked right back to her. Kicks into the corner to Wright. Wright three, no good. And rebound by Patrick on the backside. 33 seconds to go. And she will dribble up into front court. As Patrick will hold on to it out front. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As Patrick just dribbling and holding the ball in front of the coach. Shot clock down to 5. And a shot clock violation as they did not attempt a shot there. 4.2 seconds to go as Welch will inbound the ball. It's going to come into Watts. Kicks it up to Wheating. Wheating turns, fires a long three that's good at the buzzer. And that's a good way to end it here today. That is the final score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Simmons College is the NCCAA Women's Mid-East Region champion as they get the victory here today. Final score 85-68. We'll come back and wrap it up with our post-game wrap-up report here in a couple minutes on the Hyped Up TV network.
Falcons. Falcons will celebrate by cutting the net here momentarily. And then we will have the tip-off for the men's championship at 3 o'clock. We hope to see everybody back here then.
And welcome back. It's back here at Campbellsville University Harrodsburg Athletic Complex for our post-game wrap-up report as Simmons College has won the NCCAA Women's Mid-East Region Tournament as they defeated Welch here this afternoon. Take a look at our final game stats. First off, for Welch College, led in scoring today by Carolyn Wheatling as she finished with 23 points on the afternoon, 8 of 13 overall from the field, 6 of 8 at the foul line, finished with 6 rebounds and had 2 assists. So Wheatling with 23 to lead Welch. 17 points for Lindsey Wright. Wright was 6-11 from the field, 5 of 5 at the foul line. Had 3 rebounds as well. 12 points for Carolyn Watts, and she got 10 of those in the second half. 6 points for Faith Johnstone, 8 points for Danny Dawson, and 2 points for Jalea Scott, as they finished the afternoon shooting 25 of 47 overall from the field, as that is good for 53.2%. So pretty good shooting day overall. They struggled from the outside, 4 of 15 from three-point range for just 27%, but really good at the free throw line, 14 of 16 for 87.5%. Welch finished with 22 assists on the day, 8 for Watts and 8 for Scott here this afternoon, and had 35 total rebounds. But the unfortunate piece is they had 27 overall turnovers off of result of the press from Simmons College throughout the afternoon. For the winners today, Simmons College led in scoring this afternoon. Morgan DeFore finishes with 34. She was 12 of 28 overall from the field, 9 of 25 from three-point range. So 25 of 28 of her attempts from three-point range, 1 of 1 at the foul line. She had 8 rebounds, had 6 assists. So 34 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals for Morgan DeFore. 27 points for Asia Cochran. She was 12 of 24 from the field, and 1 of 3 from three-point range. Finished with 5 rebounds, also had 5 assists. 6 points apiece for Raina Murphy as she made 2 3-point baskets. Khalees Mathis had 6 points, and also 6 points for Malaya Patrick as she was 2 of 5 on threes today. 4 points for Naria Reed, and Reed had 7 rebounds for Simmons College. And then rounding out the lineup is Precious Hereford. Played but didn't score here this afternoon. Finished with 4 rebounds overall. Simmons College from the field was 32 of 86. So in comparison, they got up 86 shot attempts compared to 47 for Welch College. So almost 40 more shots at the basket. They shot 14 of 42 from three-point range. And 7 of 12 at the foul line. So Simmons College was 37% overall from the field, 33% from 3, and 58 at the foul line. They out-rebounded Welch 46 to 35, had 15 assists, 16 steals, only had 13 turnovers here in the game today. The score by periods, Welch led at 25 to 15 after the first. They outscored them 30 to 13 in the second quarter, and 18 to 16 in the third, as Welch actually come back and won the fourth quarter 24 to 12. Final score was 85 to 68, a 17-point deficit. It was as high as 34 points here today. Points in the paint, 38 for Welch, 32 for Simmons. Points off of turnovers, Simmons College had 40 compared to just 14 for Welch. Fast break points, Simmons with 26, Welch had 19, and the bench points was 12 to 8 in favor of Simmons College. Game was tied 3 times, had 2 different lead changes. Welch's largest lead was by 5 at 15 to 10 with 2:08 to go in the first quarter before Simmons went on a 17-0 run to end the first quarter and the first minute and a half of the second quarter. Simmons' largest lead was at 34 points with 8:30 to play in the third quarter. So that'll wrap it up today. Big game for DeFore as she leads Simmons College with 34, 27 from Cochran, and 23 today for Wheatling for Welch College, as Simmons will advance on to the national tournament coming up in mid-March, as they will represent the NCCAA Mideast region. So that's going to wrap it up here for us today for the first ball game, as continuing with the celebration on the court, Simmons College cutting down their net. as they get to cut down one of them here today. Still got another game we got to have this afternoon, so I guess they're going to only change out one. But boys game is scheduled to tip off at 3 o'clock this afternoon as Simmons College men will take on Campbellsville University Harrodsburg men, and the winner also getting their berth into the national tournament. So that'll wrap it up for our first game here from Campbellsville University Harrodsburg, the athletic complex. As big thanks to all of our sponsors, and thanks to Hyped Up TV. As the final score, Simmons 85 and Welch 68. Stick around, and we'll see you this afternoon for the men's game.